Nate, Ghost, Coyote. The chipped formica of the diner booth felt cool under my forearms. Rain lashed against the window, blurring the neon glow of the open sign. I hadn't slept properly in days, not since the message came through, a series of coded pulses buried in a shipping manifest. They called me Ghost, not for any romantic reason, but because I was good at disappearing. My real name is Nate Coyote. I wasn't looking for trouble, not anymore. I'd spent the last 5 years trying to blend in, running a dive shop in Key Largo, pretending the ocean was enough. But the message, it spoke of Ethel, a city whispered about in hushed tones among marine archaeologists. A city, they said, built not on the ocean floor, but within it. An underwater civilization, defying everything we thought we knew. And they needed someone who could find it, someone who could move unseen. I traced the rim of my coffee cup, the lukewarm liquid mirroring the uncertainty churning inside me. I wanted the quiet life, but Ethel was a pull I couldn't ignore. The submersible, Wraith, was a cramped steel womb, smelling of ozone and salt water. Each descent felt like a surrender, a letting go of the world I knew. The coordinates led me to the Puerto Rico Trench, a place where sunlight died and the pressure could crush a man. I navigated through bioluminescent forests, past creatures that looked like living jewels. But the ocean wasn't just beautiful, it was guarded. Sophisticated sonar systems, automated drones, someone didn't want Ethel found. I bypassed them one by one, relying on my training, my instincts. The deeper I went, the more I felt a strange resonance, a harmonic hum that vibrated in my bones. Then I saw it, a colossal structure shimmering in the darkness, built from a material that absorbed and refracted light. Ethel. It was real. But as I approached, a fleet of autonomous guardians materialized, their energy weapons locking onto my sub. I was detected. They weren't just protecting Ethel, they were actively hunting for intruders. I managed to disable the Guardians with a targeted electromagnetic pulse, a risky maneuver that left Wraith vulnerable. But I was through the outer defenses. The city itself was breathtaking. Structures carved from living coral, illuminated by an internal, otherworldly glow. Ethel wasn't abandoned, it was inhabited. Beings with elongated limbs and silvery skin moved with a fluid grace, seemingly unconcerned by my presence. I found a central chamber, a vast cathedral of water and light. And there, suspended in the center, was a crystalline matrix, pulsating with energy. It was the source of Ethel's power, technology beyond my comprehension. As I reached out to examine it, a figure materialized before me, in Ethel, an elder, radiating an ancient wisdom. They spoke, not with words, but with thoughts, flooding my mind with images of a dying world, a desperate attempt to preserve their civilization. They believed I was the key to their survival, a surface dweller who could help them reconnect with the world above. I had found Ethel, and in doing so, I had been given a purpose. The Ethelans' plan was audacious, bordering on reckless. They needed a rare mineral, only found in a remote volcanic vent in the Atlantic, to stabilize their energy matrix and establish communication with the surface world. I agreed to help, but the operation was fraught with peril. The vent was heavily monitored by a shadowy organization known as Poseidon Dynamics, a private security firm with a vested interest in keeping Ethel a secret. I infiltrated their underwater facility, navigating a labyrinth of corridors and security checkpoints. I retrieved the mineral, but not without a fight. A brutal underwater skirmish left me wounded and exposed. Poseidon Dynamics knew about Ethel now, and they were mobilizing forces to contain the situation. I raced back to the city, the mineral secured, but the Ethelans were prepared. They activated a cloaking field, rendering Ethel invisible to all external sensors. But it was a temporary solution. Poseidon Dynamics would eventually break through. Weeks turned into months. The Ethelans, with my help, established a secure communication channel with a select group of marine scientists. The world learned about Ethel, not as a myth, but as a reality. Poseidon Dynamics, exposed and discredited, retreated into the shadows. The Ethelans didn't seek conquest or dominion, they sought understanding and collaboration. I remained with them, a bridge between two worlds. The diner, the quiet life, it felt like a distant memory. The rain still fell, but now, when I looked at the ocean, I didn't see a barrier. I saw a connection. Ethel wasn't just a lost city, it was a promise. A promise of a future where humanity could learn from the past, and embrace the mysteries that lay beneath the waves. I was no longer Ghost, disappearing into the darkness. I was Nate Coyote, and I had finally found a place to belong, in a city hidden beneath the sea.